Hi, my name is Abiola Kabiru. I work with AfriTechHub. Today I bring you all the information you need to know about the AfriTechHub project. AfriTechHub project is designed to take advantage of the emerging global digital economy. Of course, we live in a digital world where everything is now driven by technology. So we have designed the AfriTechHub project to help integrate the Nigeria economy to the global digital economy grid. It is known that the digital global economy is valued at over 7 trillion US dollar, and with our population of over 200 million person, and according to NCC there are over 90 million telephone users in Nigeria, and over 50 million of those users carry smart device. The Nigeria economy is just ripe and ready for the digital integration. AfriTechHub is an enterprise innovative technology hub. It's an ecosystem that we have designed to integrate developer, business experts, finance experts, and investor. Our primary focus is to incubate and accelerate social impacts as well as wealth generating digital venture, with special attentions on solutions that explore new technologies such as blockchain technology, mobile technology, cloud computing, Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence technology. Our mission is to use technology to drive business, automate processes, simplify and enhance human experience, as well as take advantage of the emerging global digital economy, thus maximizing the wealth of our stakeholders. The primary objective of this project is to actually, aside maximizing the wealth of our stakeholder, is to actually create portals, platform, mobile app that will have strong social impact on the Nigerian society, as well as create a platform that will help empower our youths such that they can acquire the skills that will help them become relevant in the emerging digital global economy. AfriTechHub is a business cluster that integrates three major components. In AfriTechHub, you are going to have a technology virtual working space, you are going to have a technology academy, and the technology lab that will be incubating the various digital projects. The technology virtual working space is an open space that will provide entrepreneurs and small businesses that want to stay in the hub in order to take advantage of the ecosystem to leverage on it to accelerate their business. They will be able to rent a workstation in the hub. The space will provide them with uninterrupted power, broadband internet, as well as access to business expert forum where they can have access to legal advice, financial advice, marketing advice, business analysis advice, as well as business modeling advice. We will exploit some of the business in the virtual open space and help drive them and help incubate them and drive them to full productivity. The technology academy is the aspect of the hub that will be open to the public for our youths that will be interested to acquire skills and capacity. It will be a center where they will be able to acquire digital skills and knowledge that are relevant to today's world. We will place emphasis on new technology. Aside that they will be able to learn programming, web, mobile app development, the center will specifically also focus on new technology such as expert system, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and blockchain programming. The technology lab is the major component of the hub, and the technology lab is the incubator that will be responsible for building and driving the various projects in the hub. AfriTech Lab shall focus on building solutions that have potential to guarantee the wealth maximization of our stakeholders while having strong social impact, especially in the area of education, health, fashion, commerce, finance, agri, and entertainment. We are building multiple portals and mobile apps. We are starting with at least 4 or 5 platform and app, although we have about 8 solution model on our decks already that has been approved by the project team, but we intend to start with 4 or 5 of those apps, and as we are able to drive the first 4 or 5 to productivity, we can now add additional one. The plan is to add at least 1 new portal every 6 months. The 6 apps on our table for review include peptribe.co, cbtexampro.com, icontestpro.com, I Want Mobile App, GoPredict App, and MediConnect App. Let me explain some of these apps so that you can understand what they are all about. peptribe.co, or you can also access it from peptribe.info, is a social network with a difference. The difference is that it's a rewarding social network. It's a social network that is designed to reward the user for every activity they carry on the platform. As they post pictures, they post video, they make friends, they make comments, they are rewarded for every activity that they carry out on the platform. The primary source of revenue of PepTribe is adverts. The intention is to use peptribe.info as the community hub for the entire project. So we intend to mobilize large number of people across Africa to peptribe.info, and the design comes with 3 major modules, and that is Pep Play, Pep Money, and Pep Career. Pep Play is the part of the app that will allow users to social network and engage as well as interact with each other, just like any user will do on platforms like Instagram or Facebook. However, with the difference that as you interact with each other on the platform, you'll be rewarded for those activities with what we call activity points. At the end of the day or end of the week, you'll be able to convert your activity points to money that you can withdraw. The second module of peptribe.info is Pep Career. Pep Career is a module that is designed to help the users on the social network to advance and accelerate their career. The portal comes with features like job portals, CV generation, as well as career advice and tips. The third module is Pep Money. Pep Money is the module that is built to enhance the user to generate more money. So we have loaded Pep Money with tasks and activity that the users can engage in, and yet they will be able to generate more money. peptribe.info is already live. You can visit the site, it's already live. It's a platform that already have over 4,000 subscribers, and at the moment it's already generating at least $4 every day. Another major app in our portfolio is the MediConnect app. The MediConnect app is a app that will help connect users to medical practitioners so that they can obtain advice and tips about health condition on the app. The app will come with 2 kinds of users: free users and premium users. Free users will be able to access the community of medical experts and ask questions as regard their health conditions. However, the premium user will be able to do much more than that. The app will also come with access to emergency call as well as first aid call. Another app in the portfolio is what we call the I Want app. The I Want app, it's essentially a reversal of the traditional e-commerce portal. The traditional e-commerce portal, transactions start from the supply end, whereas the I Want app is reversing that, such that transaction now start from the demand end. One other app in our portfolio is the iContest Pro app. The iContest Pro portal is a multiple contest portal designed to reward users as well as help brand to engage their follower. The concept is simple. Brands will come on the platform and create various contests as a way of rewarding or engaging their brand follower, while the users will come to the app and participate in these various app contests. Participation will be free essentially, whereas brand will need to sponsor any contest that they are creating on the platform. We are looking at a simple fee of $100 for sponsorship of each of the contests on the platform. So in essence, if in 1 year we are able to mobilize 1,000 contests from individuals and companies to be sponsored on the app, we will have generated over $100,000 in stream of revenue. On full activation, 4 of these have the potential to generate over 200 million naira annually, and that's the capacity of the portfolio that we are presenting for the stakeholders to be part of. A quick illustration. For example, the Pet Tribe portal. If we are able to mobilize 50,000 subscribers, that comes, and about 50% of them come back to the platform every day we will have created a platform that has potential of generating over $500 every day. You can do the arithmetic. The iContest Pro portal, for example, if we're able to mobilize 1,000 contests in 1 year, we'll, at average of $100 per sponsor, we will have generated $100,000 in stream of revenue. MediConnect, essentially, like I explained earlier on, we will have 2 type of user. You have the premium user and the free user. We are looking for just about 5,000 premium user that is able to do 1,000 naira per month, and that will give us 5 million naira in revenue per month. The Go Predict app is a app that is designed to take advantage of the passion for sports as well as the need for money. According to our preliminary research, we found out that Nigeria invests over 1.9 billion on a daily basis into various betting platforms. As a matter of fact, Bet Nigeria is Nigeria's most visited site, next only to Google.com. Google.com is number 1, Google.com.ng is number 2, Bet Nigeria is number 3. That tells you how much of passion and interest that sport and betting has command. However, our model is a bit different because we are designing a subscription model that will give football lover access to predict and win fantastic prize, as well as access to so many other very important features and possibilities that the football lover will find interesting. The I1 app essentially will also be a free app. However, will also encourage premium users to upgrade their accounts to premium profile at the cost of just about $10 per month or $100 per annum. We only need 1,000 subscribers, and we will be doing over 36 million naira annually. Thus, if we're able to start up the about 5 portals successfully, we will have created a portfolio that have the capacity to generate well over 200 million naira annually, and this is the potential that the portfolio is bringing. So our growth plan, it's simple. We plan to build at least 1 more app or platform every 6 months after we have been able to drive the 4 to 5 app to success. We will also build, grow and sell. We also want to use the strategy of build, grow and sell, which means some app will be deliberately built, we'll grow them and we'll sell them to the highest bidder. Yes, we are starting out as an innovative technology lab, but we essentially want to evolve into a complete service technology hub if you like, some innovative technology city. In the phase 2 of our project, we will be building software and solutions that will help automate business processes and government processes, paying particular attention to industry like education, health, finance, insurance, agriculture, as well as SMEs. This is a project that we plan to, based on our cash flow analysis, will need about 50 million naira to start, and it has the potential of generating over 200 million annually. Okay, that means that you can expect as much as 400% return on investment on an annual basis. However, every investment comes with its own risk. Digital ventures are not different. They also carry their own risks. As a matter of fact, digital ventures are generally regarded as high-risk investment, and that is because the salvage values for a failed project is typically typically poor compared to failed investments in real estate industry, for example. However, based on our analysis and preliminary research, we've been able to identify some risk, and have also built strategy that will help us overcome those risks. Number one, competition risk. Yes, there are chances that competitions will enter into the market the moment we set out. As a matter of fact, we are expecting to also meet some competitor in the market. However, although competition is a major risk, but because the Nigerian market is still practically a virgin ground, we will need more players in the industry to even help the industry to mature quickly. In essence, competition will not bring so much. Competition is not going to bring so much harm to the project in the early life of the project, because, for example, for our CBT project, we are only targeting about 0.1% of the entire market space. So yes, if there are other players in the space, there's still enough room for other players to coexist in the ecosystem. Another risk that we identify is the risk of new technology. However, because we are a technology, of course, technology space can be very crazy. New discovery come out every now and then that can help influence development and scaling to market of new projects. However, we are a technology company. We have build a team that will help us stay in the front of technology, such that we can always continue to integrate new frontiers of technology into our various solutions. We are deliberately also exploring the latest technology space in order to help us stay very relevant in the market for some times to be, just like we will continue to also evolve as the technology landscape also evolve. One major risk that most technology venture startups suffer is market rejections. Yes, because some of the solutions that are actually disruptive in nature, it actually will not only be disrupting the industry, it also may need to disrupt the culture and the behavior of the society. Thus, at times, some digital venture may suffer rejection. However, with adequate promotions and marketing and intensive marketing, as well as positioning, is not going to be difficult for us to overcome the initial slow adoptions of our projects. Slow adoption risk is another major risk. If the market acceptance and adoption rate is slower than projected, it may impact heavily. Naturally, it's going to impact heavily on our cash flow projection. This is why we have deliberately made a very conservative projection, as the business revenue generation capacity is far bigger than whatever has been projected in our cash flow plan. It is not uncommon to see over 100,000% return on investment in the digital economy space. So we have been very conservative with our projections. Government policy and regulation is another major concern for most businesses. However, for us, it's a plus, because the Nigerian government generally is looking at new technology, is looking at new economy, is looking at exploring the technology space to help us accelerate the Nigerian economy. Thus, we will expect a favorable government regulation regime. Let's look at our financial projection. We are mobilizing a total of 50 million naira as our startup capital. Once we are able to build all of our first 4 or 5 portals, even in year 1, we are expecting a total of about 31 million naira in revenue. Although we will have spent about 72 million naira, so which leaves us with about 9 million naira at the end of the period. However, even as early as our year 1, we intend to appropriate some temporary dividend to our investors, and investors can expect as much as 10% return on their investment in year 1. But as we arrive year 2, our cash flow balance will have grown to over 100 million naira, and investors can expect over 100% return on investment in year 2. By year 3, investors can expect as much as 270% return on their investment. If you want, looking at return on capital employed, year 1 will most likely end with about 50-59% negative return on capital employed, whereas by year 2 we will have grown to over 118% return on capital employed. By year 3, return on capital employed will have grown to over 275%. By all standards, this is some fantastic project you want to invest into. And these projections are essentially designed using a very conservative projections of growth. All things being equal, it will not be impossible to even have a much better return on investment than has been projected. If we look at gross profits, in year 1, our total gross profits will be about 26 million. By year 2, it will have grown to 151 million naira, and by year 3, it will have grown to about 280 million naira. If you look at gross margin ratio, year 1 is 85%, by year 2 is 98%, and by year 3 is over 99% gross margin ratio. Net profits after tax by year 2 will have climbed to about 38%, and by year 3 will have climbed to about 48.73%. And return on assets, year 1 is minus 260%. By year 2, will have grown to over 700%, and by year 3, will be doing well over 7,000% return on assets engaged. So from all analysis, the cash flow projections for this project and forecast shows that it's a project that is very good, that every investor should want to take some stake in. Because aside the financial reward that comes as a form of dividend stream that investors will enjoy, all of the solutions that we are building will be available for our investors free to use. They will not have to pay for subscription like other users will have to pay. When can investors start to expect return on their investment? Our milestone timeline shows that month 0 is regarded as the capital mobilization month, and that can be 1 month or 2 months, but it's the month through which we mobilize capital to start up the project at the right level. We have, of course, identified 2 major landmarks in the capital mobilization timeline, and that is, the first timeline is 15 million, the second is 30 million, and the ultimate is 50 million, which means the moment we are able to hit 15 million, we will start the project as we will have, that will suffice for us to get started. And so in month 0, it's all about mobilizing capital, sufficient capital to start appropriately. Between month 1 and month 3, we will have developed at least three, so we'll have developed about 5 portals and mobile and apps, and like that the app will be ready, we'll have tested them, and they will be ready for market. You can allow us another 3 months, that's month 4 to month 6, to mobilize users and followers for the portal, and expectedly by month 10 we will expect to start to make some revenue from, we'll start to generate some good cash flow from the various hubs and portal. In essence, our investors can start to expect a stream of dividends, temporary dividend flow from about month 10 from startup of this project. By the end of month 12, we will be rolling out the phase 2 of this project, and that is we'll start to evaluate new innovative idea on the table and see which of them we want to build and to activate. Who had this project team member? We have pulled together about 12 individuals to start this project. This team is made up of a solution developer, software programmer, financial experts, business analyst experts, project management professionals, digital marketing experts, and even advertising practitioner experts. My humble self will be leading the team. My name is Abiola Kabiru. I started my career as a programmer, as a developer, and over the years I evolved. I did some training in international trade and did my master's in finance. So I bring to the table a complete knowledge of technology as well as finance, as well as how business operates. I've been responsible to build a couple of successful solutions for individuals and organizations. So I'll be leading this project team. In our team, we also have Mr. Frederick Lawansing as a team member. He has his first degree in banking and finance and second degree in finance. Is passionate about technology. He also is somebody that is also well experienced in how in the working of digital economy. We also have in our team Priestley Adaibe, who is a renowned digital marketing expert, also passionate about digital venture. Other team members also include Mr. Abdulaziz, who did his first and second degree in information technology in the UK. He's also the proprietor of a T4T platform. He's also an experienced technology experts. We also have in the team one of the promoter of Rural Hub in Abuja, by name Mr. Afis. He's also a team member. We also have Mary Andebule, a certified project management expert on the team. He's also a certified business analyst expert on the team as part of our team member. We have Barrister Opeyemi to help handle all the logistics, all the legal requirement for this project, and we also have a first class Oxford Brook University graduate, Mr. Ibrahim Abiola, that is also a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Accountants of Nigeria, as our chief financial executive. We have in our team experienced solution developer. Leading the development team is Mr. William Egba. He's a renowned mobile app developer, solution programmer with vast knowledge that span various different languages. We also have in the team Mr. Akibu Ismail. We have one of the youngest, brightest developer in Nigeria in our team by name Sulaiman Abdulatif. He has also been responsible to build some very functional solutions in Nigeria. We also have, as part of our development team, the managing partner of Brimatel, Abdulaziz. So we have in our team experienced and seasoned solution developer that will help us to facilitate the execution of this project. We have also constituted a board of advisors so that we can leverage on their wealth of experience. Part of our board of advisors include Mr. Hayub Yunus, who is the Vice President of a venture capitalist organization in the United States. He has shown so much interest in this project, and he has volunteered himself to continue to advise and guide us as we deploy our various solutions. He has promised to mobilize more finance investments. He said we can expect as much as $500,000 from his company, and it can also help facilitate selling of some of the platform once they have become successful. We also have in the advisory board Alhaji Isiaka Ashamu, who is the former MD of Intercontinental Properties Nigeria. He's currently the group managing director of Access Link Group. It brings to the table a lot of network that will help accelerate this project. We also have in our advisory team Mr. Joko Okupe, who is a renowned top advertising practitioner in Nigeria. Is the MD CEO of SoSite Nigeria, also the owner of Brandscan Nigeria Limited. We also have in the advisory team Mr. Prasad of Vincent's International, that is also bringing some technical support and advisory support to the team. We also have in our advisory team Pastor Wale Oyeni, the CEO of KQ Consulting, one of the co-owner of New Horizon Nigeria. We also have some other advisor like the CEO of People TV, Ben Okoro Jafo, that has even hoped to give us a dedicated channel on the People's TV network, and we have quite a number of other CEOs and industry leaders that are willing to help. Some of them are already showing interest, whereas some are also investing to help drive these projects to a success. AfriTechHub project is a product of AfriInnovation International. AfriInnovation International is the owner of the project, and all investors will be issued an investment certificate. However, on full activation of the project, we intend to incorporate AfriTechHub as a standalone limited liability company to allow it to flourish and grow on its own. The AfriTechHub project is a promising project that will help change the landscape of tech ecosystem in Nigeria. What we have in abundance are virtual workspace. We don't have too many tech incubation center. The AfriTechHub is using the business cluster strategy. Thus, we'll be incubating innovative technology ideas. Will welcome fresh ideas and new ideas from young enterprise in Nigeria, as well as entrepreneur. We'll also maybe acquiring some startups to help accelerate their projects to success. This project also provides platform from young Nigerians that desire to co-play in the emerging digital economy globally. As we are providing space in the tech hub where they can come in to learn and get certified in new technology that will make them become relevant in the emerging digital economy. This project we are offering to selected interested investors opportunity to be a co-owner of this project, and that is why we are offering 50 million units of the total 100 million units of this project to some selected interested investors to acquire at the rate of ₦1 per unit of shareholding. And the minimum investment that is allowed will be 100,000 units. That simply means that the minimum investment allowed is 100,000 naira, multiple of 100 thereafter. This opportunity of window of investment is open from on the 12th of August till the 12th of September 2018, after which we will close the first and possibly maybe the only window for investment. Investors' shareholding will be represented on the blockchain network to allow easy liquidation of the investment. We have built a portal that will also enhance transparency and accountability. So if you're interested in this project, you want to go to www.afritechhub.net. I take it again, www.afritechhub.net, or you want to send mail to admin@afritechhub.net if you need more information. Gladly, one of the team member will get back to you. Thank you for your time and attention. If you have more questions, like I said, you want to go to afritechhub.net, or you want to send mail to admin@afritechhub.net. Thank you.